I've ever seen.
You're a master at negotiating. You've written books about it. You give seminars about it, classes about it. So where did you see the leverage that Speaker Pelosi, Speaker Boehner didn't?
Well, unbelievable leverage. You have the debt ceiling coming up, which they should have put into this package, not waited a month or 2 months. And you have all of these things coming up, and Obama would have folded 100%. As sure as you're sitting there, Obama would have folded like a deck of cards. He had no choice. And instead of doing that, they raised taxes. And then Norquist comes out and he said, oh, that's okay. That's not really a tax raise. I mean, I don't know what these people are doing. I don't know what they're saying. They could have had an incredible, big, beautiful package, great for the country, everything wrapped up, everything finished. Now they'll be fighting again. But you just see it. I mean, that was supposed to be the tax increase, and now Nancy Pelosi says, no, that's not the end of it. And they're toying with the Republicans. And honestly, you know, I said the other day, and I guess it got a lot of coverage. It was all over the place. They may be the worst negotiators I've ever seen.
So if you were the speaker, you would not have put that tax increase on the table, because he basically started the negotiation by saying, hey, we'd be willing to increase taxes on people who make over $1 million. You would not have done that as a first tact in a negotiation.
If I were the speaker, I would have made sure that there was one deal and no further negotiations, and everything would have taken place. Everything would have been put in. We would have had massive spending cuts, which is what we need, because ultimately the tax increases are peanuts compared to what you need in spending. You look at fraud, and you look at all the things going wrong with this country. The fraud is massive. I would have made one deal. It would have been a big, beautiful deal, and the country could go back to work. This is going to go on forever.
But Donald, and I'm far be it for me to tell you how to negotiate, but evidently the president, according to the Wall Street Journal, never shuts up, rambles on, doesn't give anybody else a chance to talk, number one. And number two, he said that he would have allowed this to, all the taxes to go up, the Bush tax rates to evaporate, and then put a bill together saying, I'm going to reduce it for everybody who makes under $250,000, forcing Republicans to have voted for that. So he might have had some leverage.
They're not forced to vote for anything. You know, they control one-third, essentially one-third of the vote, control it fairly strongly. In fact, there was great dissension when this one deal was made. So, look, if they would have said, we're going to either have the big deal, the grand deal, the deal that everybody wants to see, or we're not going to have any deal at all, absolutely 100% they would have gotten it. Instead, they do this, and now the Republicans are being eaten alive step by step. Watch what happens with Nancy Pelosi. It's going to continue onward. And I just say, who are these people? What are they?